Do we even believe we are worthy of a quality life? Do you believe that you are worthy of happiness, joy, love, peace, positive emotions? Do you believe happiness is obtainable? I would love to know. Drop down in the comments and share with me if you believe happiness is obtainable. So I know it's probably impossible for you to feel happiness all throughout the day, but at some point, every single day, you should feel happy. You should feel joy. You should feel peace. You should feel gratitude. You should be cultivating positive emotions. Are you doing that? In our society, we live in a very stressful society, but work is a major part of our lifestyle. So much so we name it work life balance. But there isn't much balance, right? Because our whole lives center around work, and work is stressful. Work is our number one stressor. And if we're not making sure that we are reducing our stress throughout the day, not just after work or before work or on the weekends, but especially during high stress times, but throughout the day, right? We are managing our stress. We are playing. We are practicing deep breathing. We are stretching. We are going to get water. We're going outside. We're having those social breaks. We're taking care of our health and well being while at work. It is the only way to reduce stress to make sure that it is not having a negative impact on us. It is said that 90% of all doctor visits are for stress related symptoms, and more than likely, you are in the 90%. So that means that 90% of disease and illnesses come from stress related problems. So if you learn about stress education, learn stress management and wellness training, and then create a community of practice, you are ahead of the game. You make yourself a part of that 10% that will not be stressed and will not develop chronic disease and illness from the stressors that are a part of their everyday life, right? We tend to think that stress is normalized. It's a part of living. It is the price of success. But too much stress, daily stress, is harmful. It is unhealthy, and it is not something that we should be experiencing every single day. And so I created a stress reduction program. It is scientifically proven. It is evidence based. And what I do is offer my stress reduction programs within corporations, companies, institutions, and we reform the work environment to improve the employee experience so employees are more engaged, productive, and they stay with the company. And then I teach the employees stress education, stress management, and wellness so they're able to thrive in any environment. So it creates a win-win. So what I did is create an abbreviated version of my stress reduction program. And I titled it Stress Ed 101, Obtaining Harmony, Balance, and Self-Love Through Play and Fun. And I am going to offer it to you all for free because I believe living is a universal problem, and so is stress. And so, although I'm having a good time, it is not any fun if you're not having none. And so, I have to do my part and make sure that I am sharing the information to help us improve our overall quality of our lives. And I think that this is a great opportunity to build community. So if you are interested, please comment below. Tell me you're interested and subscribe. So welcome, Work Life Warriors. I am Dr. Ebony Davenport, and I teach stress management. I show people how to utilize fund management solutions to decrease stress and counter burnout so that we're happier and healthier and well balanced. And today we are going to go through the orientation of Stress Ed 101. And remember, if you're interested, please subscribe and drop down in the comments and tell me that you're interested. We are going to start on February the 9th, but it is some things that I kind of want to go over first. So welcome to your Stress Ed 101 orientation. And without further ado, I'll go ahead and get started. So, as mentioned, I have tested and scientifically proven evidence-based stress reduction program that utilizes 6 wellness practices. And today I am going to talk to you about how I have adopted this stress reduction program to be a free program for online, basically for the interstreets, as I like to call them. And so, as mentioned, I am owner of B Social Solutions. We've been in business for 11 years. We work with both B2B and B2C. I have many communities of practices throughout Raleigh, tied to the six practices that I teach in the stress reduction program. So we have nature, deep breathing, play, diet, laughter, and movement. After moving. Yes. And so I have communities of practices. Most of them are free within Wake County. And what I do is create the opportunities for adults, professionals to play the stress away because it's very important. Humans are neotenous, which means forever juvenile, and we're built to benefit from play until we transition. Although we don't use it that way, we tend to put away play for adulting, but adulting is causing disease and illness. And so now we have to incorporate play back into our already busy life. Humans have four biological needs: that's food, water, sleep, sex, and then play, right? So although we don't tend to think about play, or we tie play to spending money, resources, or just the play that is acceptable in our environments like social media, shopping, carnality, gaming, gambling, substance abuse, these types of easy and convenient things, we don't necessarily know that we're not managing our stress. We just kind of do what society prompts us to do, even though it's not beneficial to us. And so the stress reduction program teaches people experiencing daily stress to have more money, happiness, and time by implementing fun wellness practices that prevent stress and burnout. So it is a 16-hour program. It's 3 months, but I am going to give it to you in 4 hours, or at least the most important parts in 4 hours over the course of 4 weeks. And so the most important question is to be or not to be. That is always the question. In other words, to live or exist. Many of us are existing. We are in survival mode. We don't necessarily do what we need to do. Do what we want to do. We do what we need to do, right? We have a lot of duties, responsibilities, obligations that keep us in the state of going, doing, but we don't value being, right? The things that will help us grow, develop, help strengthen our character, fortify our weaknesses. We tend to avoid them for more sensational practices or things or feelings or ideas, anything that makes us feel comfortable or safe or secure, although we know that we don't grow that way. And so it is choosing to live, not just to exist. We all know that we didn't really have the choice of being born here, but we do get to choose what we do while we're here. Do we want to just go through the motions, be in autopilot, or do we want to live? Do we want to enjoy our experience? Do we want to add play, fun, joy, laughter? Do we want to show up to every experience and really enjoy life? We're all going to the final destination, but we have many destinations before the final destination, and we also have some milestones. But can you enjoy the final destination or your milestones or many destinations if you did not enjoy the pursuit? In other words, will you enjoy your final destination if it was miserable and it took 30 years to get there, and then it takes 2 minutes to arrive, and then now you're no longer satisfied? Because human beings are not satisfied by obtaining, we're satisfied by the pursuit. So once we get what we want, we normalize it and we want something else. So if you did not enjoy the journey, you get to a final destination or a destination that is underwhelming, and you did not enjoy the journey. So what I teach is enjoying the journey, making sure that every step is playful, every environment you go in, you be the change you want to see. You bring the happiness, fun, joy, positive emotions, you cultivate them in the environments that you're in. And it's very important that you do that if you want to de-stress, if you want to improve the quality of your life, and you want to build a life that's truly worth living. So, the goals of this program, week one, we're going to learn how to avoid the stress trap. So, we're going to talk about the problems, the stress problems or the 5 problems with stress. And then we're going to talk about what stress is, which is so important. It's the stress education portion of it. Week two, we're going to reform our mindset, learn new habits and actions, and practice stress management and wellness to modify our environments and to manage stress. So this is the stress management and wellness. It's the training part of what I do. And then week three would be just making sure, because we know a lot, right? We can regurgitate a lot of information, but we don't really understand it. So week three is gaining a deep understanding of self-love as the basis for harmonizing areas so that your life sounds like a symphony, right? We know that we have isolated areas, and maybe if you think about a symphony, the strings may be playing louder and throw the balance and the harmony off. So we need to figure out how much of certain areas we need to create balance. And then from balance, once we put them all together, it creates a symphony. So our life is more like a symphony. And I'm going to help you understand from the education and training how you can do that. And then week four is just practice. We're going to practice living a life of no regrets. So you're going to have a community. We're going to form a community in general, but you're going to create a community that holds you accountable to make sure that you are practicing, living and not just existing, going through the motions, autopilots, but you are truly setting your values, your milestones, your goals, and all of your destinations, and you are enjoying the journey so that you have no regrets when you reach your destination. The meeting times again is Sundays from 6:30 to 7:30. There's 4 different topics we're going to talk about. Week one, stress education. Week two, stress management. 3, balance, harmony, and self-love. And 4, it is regrets and reverse engineering. You don't want to miss this. It is very easy to do. We think of stress management or stress education as so hard, or to change our lives or what we need to do as something complicated, but it doesn't have to be. It could be playful. It could be fun. It could be something that you enjoy doing, that you wake up every single day doing. I remember when I first started the practices, it was like having a love affair. I would sneak away to take care of my health and wellness, and it made me feel great, gratitude. It made me feel self-love, self-worth, self-value, that I was pouring into myself, like investing in myself and putting the things that didn't necessarily make me feel good or felt like duty or obligation, making them secondary, right? Prioritizing my health, my well-being by sneaking away, by finding moments to add play, fun, joy, to be in the change I want to see. And so it really is an exciting opportunity for you to design a life that you truly love. And then here's the weekly format. We're going to have fun work. Now, you don't necessarily have to do it. It's nothing to turn in, but the fun work are exercises meant to help you understand you, uncover who you are, so that our conversations can be rich, that we can have some context in it, and that it's practical. And so we'll start off with a check-in, well-being check, and we'll talk about fun work. Would you do? Would you learn? If you did it or not? If you have fun? And then I have 15 minutes of a topic talk. So we're going to talk about the actual topic. It's more like a forum. So it will be, open, but I will give a little bit of lecture so you can understand. And then we'll take the concepts that we learn and it becomes real world application. So we're going to have a discussion about it. How does it apply? We don't want to just learn about things. We want to learn to apply them to our lives. And then we're going to have an active play session. Each session at the end, I will talk about the techniques and show you how to implement them into your life. And then we will actually practice them there so you get the benefits, right? And then we'll do a Q&A and set it up for the following week. So the active fun sessions will consist of play, laughter, deep breathing, and moving. So there's games, there's laughter yoga, we do deep breathing exercises, we do stretches, different types of movements just to help get us stimulated. And so it really is a good time. And so I am going to leave you with this for our orientation. I am giving you a challenge. This is a playtime fun challenge. I want you to do one of the three at least, but if you can do all three, I want you to laugh. I mean, a deep belly laugh where you cannot breathe. You're crying a little bit. You may need to go and release. I want you to have a deep, deep belly laugh. Also, I want you to go out in nature or go into a quiet space. If you really want a laugh, be someplace very crowded or random and just scream. It is so interesting to watch people, how people will perceive you if you just let out a deep, relaxing scream. And then also scare. So don't go and pick people with bad heart. Don't scare granny, but find someone to scare. Make it playful and lighthearted, nothing serious, right? Just little poof. That's it. It works just the same. Scaring is so beneficial to us. It's something that we don't necessarily do a lot. Laughing, screaming, or scaring. So I want you, if you can, make a video and share it with me. Share it with our community of practice online of how you made someone laugh, or if you laughed, or if you let out a good scream, or how people perceived you if you did it in a crowded environment, or who you scare. I have a couple of videos of me scaring people, so I will share them as well. So please, this is your first fun time challenge. It is your first fun work. We're going to start Sunday's discussion with if you had the opportunity to try one of the three or all three. And so this is our tribe. This is the social media that I will be using outside of TikTok. So please join me, subscribe, comment, like, join our tribe. It's the only way we can create a counterculture of wellness is together, right? Again, I mentioned living is a shared experience. I'm having fun, but it's not fun if you're not having none. I want to make sure that together we are enjoying life. We don't want to get to the final destination and hate it every moment of it. We deserve better than that. And I'm going to make sure that you receive the best that life has to offer if you're willing to come, learn, and put your ego to the side and be willing to admit that maybe you're not the best at feeling positive emotions or actively allowing yourself to be happy and joyous and peaceful. And again, these are easy things to do. We just don't have the education for it. So I'm going to give it to you, and I will see you on February the 9th. Do not forget to subscribe and drop down in the comments and tell me that you are interested so I can gauge how many people would like to come. And as always, work life warriors, you know it is your responsibility to manage your stress, to play the stress away, to enjoy your life. We have one life and we deserve to enjoy it. So improve the quality of your life by doing what you know you need to do for yourself. Prioritize your health and wellness, prioritize learning all the things that you need that can improve the overall quality of your life, and you'll be happy that you did. I live by a model: do something today that your future self will thank you for tomorrow. And I would like to share that with you. Do something today that your future self will thank you for tomorrow. If you go and ask around, a lot of our elders said that they wish they had received stress education and stress management training, because it is a game changer. Stress is the thread of life, and it can build anti-fragility. So if you do what you're supposed to do by learning about stress, training about it, and creating environments of support, you will thrive, right? You have no choice but to thrive. And so, as always, work life warriors, I am always around on the inner streets. You can contact me. I have communities of practice. I have events out there, and I am always open to discussions. And I hope to see you all on Sunday. We are going to have so much fun. I am so excited for the opportunity to grow and build with you all. And I will see you then. Have a great day, work life warriors. Bye.